What's up, guys? I have a very interesting product here today. This is the Bose Frames audio sunglasses. I've never tried audio sunglasses before, and I must admit, I am a bit skeptical, especially when remembering the Bose Soundwear. What was that about? Anyhow, let's give these shades a chance. Design-wise, they absolutely do look like sunglasses. And they come in two different models, the Alto and the bit more rounded and smaller Rondo, both in a matte black finish. Plastic all the way through except for the golden hinges. And if you hold them towards the light, you can see the cables running through. The sidebars are maybe a little bit thick, but of course that's for a reason. I personally think the matte plastic has kind of a cheap feel to it. They don't have that glossy finish like most normal shades, but at least they feel good on the head. And another good point, they're not too heavy. Not at all, actually. Considering all the tech on the inside, they're actually surprisingly lightweight. The charger hooks onto this magnetic piece on the inside, and charging doesn't take too long. The battery is supposed to last about 3 to 4 hours, depending on the volume. This is the microphone, and the speakers are placed here, pointing the sound directly into your ears. As you can see, there are several other openings that look like speakers, but they're not. They're there for the sound to escape through to create the right acoustics and clear sound. We're talking true speaker elements, no bone-conducting replications. There are tiny speakers placed inside the frames, and the sound, pretty impressive. Right now, you're probably wondering how much sound leakage we're facing with these shades. Not too much, to tell you the truth. When listening to background music volume, like when you can have a conversation and pay attention to everyone else, it's almost impossible to hear anything from the outside. We even tested this in a silent room, and the sound was really directed straight into my ears, not escaping and bothering others. So you can definitely wear them at work in an open landscape without bothering anyone. That is, if you don't mind looking like a douchebag wearing shades indoors though. But if we crank the volume, you'll hear the beat from the outside. Also, if there's a lot of ambient noise from wind, traffic, etc., you'll have a hard time hearing the music. When it comes to calls, the sound is decent in both ends. They perform like any other random Bluetooth headset. Underneath, we have the one button to rule them all. This little golden thing controls pretty much everything. Push it once to power on, play, and pause. Push it twice to skip forward, and 3 times to skip backwards. Hold it to activate the Google Assistant or Alexa, and you can also receive calls. Just push the button once to answer or twice to reject. What you cannot do is to control the volume, dial numbers, or search for a new song. But we figured this heck out ourselves. Since you got the Google Assistant in here, you can have the assistant do it for you. Okay, Google, volume 40%, call mom, and put on some Beach Boys. One thing we didn't get to test properly, but still worth mentioning, is the Bose AR platform. Audio Augmented Reality. The idea is that you have motion sensors embedded inside the frames that'll detect your body movement and head orientation, and apps can then use this data along with location data from your phone to give you tailored audio content based on where you are and what you're doing. Bose says that they will include this in most of their future headsets, so we're probably going to be seeing or hearing more about it. Interesting. Overall, I think Bose is really onto something, but the product has its downsides too, like the fact that they're not waterproof, making them terribly exposed to the elements. You have to be careful around water, and you can't just rinse off sand, sunscreen, etc. Design-wise, I find them kind of boring, and they only come in 2 variants. You can get other types of glass as well, but that'll cost you extra. Other than that, I can definitely see plenty of situations where a combination of shades and headphones could come in handy. Like if you always want to bring your music everywhere, you want to have that background music playing at all times, or just color a moment with your favorite tunes, the Bose Frames is just what you've been waiting for. Naturally, the sound isn't as awesome as a normal pair of headphones, but pretty darn awesome coming from a pair of shades. I would definitely wear them. Would you? Share with us in the comments and hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. Adios.